Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a run with Akers. I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what the referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second and 16. Here's Goff. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Are going to take a first-quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
McGinnis to kick off for the Rams.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Christian McCaffrey with the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Johnson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sharp. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Sharp. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
There has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Shaq.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Akers, he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
At the Rams' 38-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Sharp. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard and a pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
By Samson Abuko.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Rams 7, Panthers nothing.
Try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A quick toss outright. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Goff. Looking to set for runs, and it's intercepted. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
Here's Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
It's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 42.
Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1 yard line.
First down, Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential forward snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Throwing again. Sharp. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Sharp. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Gain of 17 yards. And a Panther first down.
Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 32-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun. Sharp. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with the pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
After the run, Goff going to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's in the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
The 27-yard line.
First down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the play, it's 4th down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here.
Field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Tackle just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Sharp got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10. Sharp. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Sharp. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Goff. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. First down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Panthers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And a cruncher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They go again with Cannon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down. Today's final score.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.